Hello and welcome. I'm Wormslayer2146 and this is the YouTube exclusive conclusion to our Dysmantle series. In the last stream we finished the storyline, which you know, that might be an okay point to say you finished the game, but for me I saw a lot of other content we just hadn't looked at all because it was blocked behind like collectibles and that kind of progression, the kind of completionist aspect of the game. We tried to look at some of them during that stream, just essentially didn't have time because there's a lot of grinding involved, in particular getting mana chunks, which needed the little blue orbs from killing enemies grinding, and then quite a lot of time to smelt them into the chunks themselves. So that took some time, but I've done that in my free time, along with grinding up a whole bunch of other stuff and looking into some other bits and pieces. So we're in a position now to to go and look at all those bits we missed, try and wrap everything up and just see every little bit. There's a few things that I got wrong during the run that we can look at, and some little bits that I missed, but mostly I would like to now take the portal to the new region, now that we can afford to, find the tomb that's there so that we can complete all of the tombs and find what the reward is within the pyramid for that. And then, yeah, with some little bits and pieces we'll include in the session, and hopefully won't take too long to whip around all those bits and pieces, but we'll see how it goes. Let's get into the game. And let's start with this, because I'm right in front of it on purpose. So during the story, we launch this rocket. That's the completion, the escaping of the island, and then it rolls back to this point so you can look at stuff. In order to launch the rocket, we had to defend against a wave of enemies that came out of this this door here. I didn't realise this is just like the other shelters. So they're like a tower defence thing, and we did that, built the turrets and defended. But then at the end, you get to go inside and get the reward. I didn't realise this was just like that. You can actually go inside the last shelter here, I guess, and let's see what we find. Well, a turret to begin with. That's a good start. Try and get rid of him. There we go. Just switch to grenades. And not quite throw them where I wanted. Just get rid of them. I'm assuming as like an endgame area, this is going to have some high level enemies in it. Wrong button. Or maybe not much at all. A few in here. If I get some turrets out here, things are going to be not quite set up right because of all the stuff I've been fiddling with. I haven't built turrets in a while. But that's fine. And I keep pressing the wrong button. We'll get back into the swing of it as we look at all these things, I'm sure. There, they're allowed outside. And the turrets can help us, very nice. What else we got in here? Looks like some good loot in this room. Can I... Yeah, get a stun on him, very nice. What do we win? Some electronics, some steel. Okay, nothing special. Bit of fabric, yeah. In the bathroom, nothing in particular. Some mushrooms, don't really need them. I was expecting maybe like a CPU or something. That's what you usually get in the shelters. Maybe something a bit more unique or valuable. Wrong button again. I'm gonna go through all my grenades like this. A key to the Arc Lab. Interesting. Just a key to the Arc Lab. Don't know where the lab is. I know where the Arc is. Maybe it's somewhere in there. And I have ground up all of the materials to actually unlock the Arc, so we can go and look at that. Maybe we'll find out where the lab is within that. But there, I guess there's the unique reward I was looking for, is that key. Okay, we'll go look at what that is eventually. Probably leave the arc till last, but we will look at it. And that was it. Little shelter. Where does this take us to then? Oh, out under the bridge bit, I reckon. Yeah. Interesting. So we're back out here, just around the corner. Does leave me not knowing how we get here. Because I figured that tunnel was connected in somehow, but evidently not there. Maybe we missed something in the tunnel bit. But I have no idea how we get there, so we might not be able to wrap up that part of the map. But okay. We want to get to the link tower here so we can go to the pyramid. We'll take the portal now to the last region and take a look at that. I think that would be best next. Remember is up this way. Through here. We're going to go past one of the timed crates, and that's, you'll see, is open. So I was very wrong about how they work, and we'll take a look at one of them in this session as well. But it's not based on the length of your total run. They do reset. So regardless of how long you're taking to do your run, you can still collect them all. It's not like a speed running thing at all. So I was very wrong about that. Well, we want to go, I guess here's the quickest route. Head south. You may find, because of the grinding I've done, more and more regions of the world look like this flattened building. Quite a lot of clear cutting of trees and various other buildings to collect stuff. So some of the world might look quite different from the last stream session, but that's how I got moved forward. Regions just over this bridge. We need to curl around to the right after the cliffs, I think. Other way? Not sure. Either way works. Okay. Good. Oh yeah. You can hear from that zombie that I haven't actually done everything in the world. Wasn't intending to either. Although I might, after this session, after we've looked at everything, I might spend the time grinding up the Steam achievements. It does actually seem possible that I could get them all quite easily at this point. Just, with more boring grinding and stuff. Anyway, here we are. The pinnacle and the abyss, and we can open this portal finally. And this is supposed to take us to the new region. Start exploring. Yeah, we're pretty good at that. That's what the game's kind of about. And luckily there's a campfire right here. Okay. So firstly we're really hot. That's not unsurprising, but we'll need to get our hot weather gear on. Probably change that out for the ice block. Seems good. That's better. Doesn't look like anything special here. We don't really need any resources or anything, so I don't need to grind things up. But out of interest, might poke my head around more places. So yeah, here we are in the last region, the westmost separated one. I guess there's going to be a quest chain to get us to the Link Tower, and like usual, hopefully we'll find the tomb along the way. There are still a lot of campfires we haven't visited. Which is weird, because I'm pretty sure I've seen the whole map apart from this region. We'll see. That's fine, just resting to replenish the grenades I keep throwing by accident. So there's a naval supply depot here, interesting. That sandbag is a problem. Might have to go round if we can not get shot in the process. whole bunch of zombies as well. I'm not used to that. Having killed a lot of them in the older regions. Whoa. Another turret behind us, Ammo. Okay. Gonna be awkward, which is, I suppose, what you ought to expect in the last region of the game. Do about this. Grenade's not really going to destroy the sandbag, no. I think we do need to get round. That car's in the way. Interesting. Challenging. We can try and get around. Oh, there's a rocket launcher on the right. That also limits our movement, I guess. Try and get everyone over to our turrets as well. There we go. I think that left-hand turret is going to be the easiest to get around. We can go this way. Yeah. Good. There's one down. See what we find that it was defending over here, if anything. Ooh, a bridge. And the link tower. Okay, that's easy to reach. Surprising. But appreciated. Yeah. Usually they're behind some kind of progress through the region. Oh, it's quite a small island. Relatively. Got this base and then it looks like a volcano above it. And there's the achievement for getting all of the link towers unlocked, I suppose. Let's get steady transmission put in. Good. Had enough orbs left over to do that, thankfully. Okay. That turret there might be okay. Deal with the zombies in the area as well. Easier if I could build my own turrets, can I? No, it won't let me. Okay, and I can get to this without the rocket launch hitting me. Just got to bear in mind that it's back there and not accidentally walk into its line of fire. I'm a lot, well not a lot, quite a lot more upgraded than the end of the last stream on account of doing a lot of cooking. Collecting various foodstuffs and what have you, and then cooking all the bonuses up, so I've got more health, more damage, that kind of stuff. More evasion or whatever from all the food. I'm not sure I've cooked all of it. I think there's probably a lot of recipes I haven't found. I believe there's a way of tracking that in the menus as well, and there's quite a few gaps, so I'm not the maximum strength I could be, just quite a bit stronger. Which is good, because I'm a bit rusty as well. It's been a couple days. We're playing other games, which is, you know, why the controls are getting mixed up. Just like that, just as I say it, I get the controls wrong. Interacting with A and not Y. See if you can guess what game I've been playing that makes me think Y is interact. Okay, we got a passage entryway key. That seems relevant. If we can find the passage that it unlocks. We still have the quest to explore this place, so there's something else to find here, I guess. Not sure what. I think we've been in every corner of it. I'll get to that cupboard. Doubt it's in there though. Doubt it's in the fridges either if they were after something. I've explored the whole... Oh, it's just saying to head to the exit. Okay. I guess that's what the key was for, to exit. We'll see, let me just drop these materials off. We can have a go at that, that shelter that we've just seen to the west a bit. Which makes sense, there is another shelter here. Thought we hadn't done them all. So the tower is back here. Weird looking pathways, there's 2 routes. Maybe 3 if they come round here, weird. In any case, we hack to get an extra CPU. Nice. I just want to like clear out these fences and rocks. Don't think I can break rocks that big yet. If we can get some line of fire that might hit everyone, no matter which path they end up on. Or we can just kill them all as they exit. That would be easiest. Neat. So if we put a bunch of machine guns here, keep those reloaded, and then the rockets we saw are very effective. We just want to make sure they don't shoot our own buildings with them. If I put one there, it's a bit close. Could try one there. And then maybe, I mean, I've got more CPUs, so I've got one more. Okay. Another gun just in case or something there. Put a bit more damage on if they get that far. Tend to just throw a few landmines around. Again, just in case they get through, do a bit more damage. Then I think we're probably good. I'm just imagining that everything in this region is the toughest version of what it could be, but it might not even be that hard, I don't know. Let's give it a go. 2 waves to come. Also try not to get shot by our own rockets as well. Not just the buildings in danger, but also us. They need reloading. Okay. Seems to be working okay. Just keep an eye on what needs reloading. Probably going to be this one first, of course. And that guy, there's wave 1 finished. Seems fine. You know, turrets are extremely powerful in the game. Still coming. There's no way of knowing how long the wave is going to be, which is a bit weird, I don't know. Is that it? No. Another reload needed. And more of them spawning, okay. I think we're good though, I don't see us having any trouble here. More and more of them spawning. They still haven't got past our guns, which are taking a bit of damage from our rockets, but as am I. Still coming. Maybe we are in danger. Maybe our guns are about to get destroyed by rocket fire if I'm not careful. Still spawning, wow. It's a long one. It's weird. The first wave quite short, second wave really long. No way of knowing how long and stuff. It's not a great tower defense game. I think I've said that in general really. This is a lot of different game elements put together and none of them are particularly great, but it's still fun, all in all. Remember, we go into the shelter for the rewards. Wonder what we'll get. Another CPU might be nice. Don't know. There's the achievement for the last shelter. Bit messy, but there we go. We've got lava down below. We are in the volcano region, I guess. That's evidently going backwards, going that way, so let's take the route we're supposed to. I'm not going to loot everything or smash everything, or we just don't need to at this point. We can always come back here if I do need the resources for some reason. Just clear out the zombies, hopefully without dying. It's a geothermal plant. Good idea. Use the volcano. There's one of the big guys there. Just gonna get a stun on it. Gets much easier. There we go. Lovely. There's the door. There's the little blue chest. A CPU. Okay. We can have one extra turret for any future fights, if we find any. No more shelters, but could be big fights still. That looks like it. I didn't see any other, like, reward chest type things, so that's fine. Like I say, we're not really after anything in particular, so no big deal. Back outside. Is there anything over this way? Further? Mushrooms, fishing spot. Nothing in particular. I think I still need a couple legendary fish for the achievement in that regard, but no particular rush to do that in this session at all. Okay, where is that rocket launcher? There. Okay. I mean, what can I do about this? From what I remember, you can't outrange them, so... Oh, that's lucky. Okay, it hits the bus there. And I got it out. That's helpful, Mr. Bus. Thank you very much. Just be careful, because there could be more turrets around. So here's the gatehouse. Can we just open it using the key? Go to the volcano? Ah, I need to fix it. Need 4 rubber, 5 electronic. Okay. 4 rubber, 5 electronics. So what's over here? Just, again, out of curiosity. More zombies, a mortar guy. And a spiky guy. More zombies. Fishing spots, I guess. Not much else. Gathering bits, eggs and what have you. Oh, and a rift. Interesting. Which is probably going to take us to that little island there. I mean, it doesn't look like the tomb is there, but don't know what would be. I don't want to spend the chunks in case we need them for something else. Unless it is like part of what we're trying to get, so probably most of the rifts seem to just head to loot, as far as I've seen so far. Bit boring, I guess, but don't know. Some of them head towards time chests, which obviously you'll need to open them to get all of those chests open. 4 rubber and 5 electronics. I hope. Let's rest because I need the health. Hopefully nothing respawns. Shouldn't do. All rubber. Mm-hmm. 5 electronics. Good. Yeah, nothing's respawned from the looks of it. Perfect. Just grab stuff. No, why not? If it's lying there. Okay, should be able to repair this box and then open the gates. Perfect. See the rest of the island. Reach the cold air at the top of the mountain. Sure. I wonder what's at the top of the mountain. Me too. Let's light this campfire. There's some pools making nasty gas with some big zombies near them. Let's check what's on the end of this cliff. Just some berries, okay. Nothing important. We just... No. We need to put the gas mask on to get even past it, which could affect our heat. No, we're not overheating. Okay. Is around an option? Get rid of that guy. These guys, there we go. Around might be an option. Let's check the map. So those pools, there's like stuff in them, but I don't think it's like stuff we need to complete or anything. This route around has a way up by the looks of it, or yeah, that looks like a way up maybe. This has a way down to some kind of pier. Campfire from the looks of it. Don't know what else. There's some kind of building on the northmost point. And the route we're taking... No way up, no way down. From the looks of it. Might just head over just to make sure. Don't know what these buildings are down here. Another campfire, I guess. But to get up... I don't see... here. Okay. Where the quest is. And to get to that point... we might be able to go this way. Possibly. We can always drop down. It usually hurts. A bit of fall damage, but not a big deal. Fine. The tomb is right in the middle of the volcano, which is, you know, kind of what I expected. So the buildings down there, just a couple of buildings. Nothing special I can tell. Oh, we've got a deer. Okay, we'll follow you, Mr. Ghost Deer. Where are we going? If it's into the gas field, I'm not following you. It's like it's going to be. Through the tree, past the gas field, okay. Fine. All the way down here. We get... Oh, good rewards. Okay. Big mana crystal. Bit of rubber. And a big site complete, I guess. I'm not sure if there is an achievement for them, but... if there is, that helps. Back to where we were. Need axe to get through that. There we go. Oh, now that I'm here, can get a more protective headgear on. Through the heat as well. It looks like it's not necessary, but just to be sure. Could drop down. Ah, there's a ramp down. Okay. There is a ramp down here. Can light the campfire. Wrong button. Fishing spot. The usual. Nothing that we're after. So if we stay up Where do we get to? A doggy. Oh, another ramp. Okay. Doesn't really matter. The damn route didn't look like it had anything either. Bunch of doggies. And then a path upwards. So is that the one we want to take? No, we want to head round a bit further. Easy to get lost around here, I guess. The route up is here. So what's this building? Bunch of zombies in it. Fishing spots. Nothing special that I can tell from up here. Maybe if I get down there we'll see something. Might not really be important for what we're trying to achieve today. That route likewise. So what is here? A cutscene. On top of the volcano. Something at the centre of the caldera. Yep, that's the tomb that we really want to get done with a tomb guard. They're not friendly. Okay, so let's light this up and then head around. Oh, we've leveled up as well. Why don't we get that? Day when I finally escape is getting closer. Well, we've already escaped, really. We've unlocked pretty much every skill that I care about. We'll get Doctor because it sometimes is relevant. There's 103 campfires, and that's the gold. That's all of them. There's the achievement. Okay. I was a little wrong on that as well. The symbol was showing up silver. I thought that was to get the silver, but it's silver because you're at silver. Repairing this will cost 4 lumber and gets us nothing. Can't see anything over there. Some very basic loot. There's something on the far tip there. A circle on the ground. Could be a dig spot, but it's on stone, so I don't know how much spare lumber I've got. I'm curious now, so I do kind of want to take a look. And I've got 350 spare lumber, so I'm fine with it. Wait, how did I get... Oh, I know how I got so much. I had a lot of farm plots to get the materials farmed for the arc. It's some useless wires. Okay, that appears to have been a massive waste of lumber. Not too much bad because we had it, but okay, not sure what the point of that was. Sure. Probably missing something like I have been in general. Okay. Turrets on the top of the volcano, sure. I guess. Tomb guards. Can't build here. Why not? Just not allowed to build on the volcano? Seems likely. Okay. That's not fun, but fine. Correct button this time. I was trying to do that. Stun will help. Fighting one at a time will help. Just try and be a bit careful here. Didn't even realise I could stun with a grenade. We're going to take a bit of damage. It's no big deal. They're not respawning, so we can always just go rest up and what have you. Got an evade there, which, like I say, I've increased my chances of evading, but still don't really see it often. Just a generic building. Nothing particularly special around. You know, good to have the building for the sake of setting the scene. Everything like that. Wouldn't want the place to just be empty completely, but would prefer it had things that were maybe like relevant or useful if you're at this point in the game. But I guess in theory you could get here a lot earlier if you really focused on certain things. Turret and 2 guys there, that's just the same as we got the other way around. Knock them into the volcano. Means we can't get the loot. Shame. Anyway, we're here. We're at the tomb. The last tomb, I think. Let's go see what's inside. Interesting. There's the reset. There's a blocked door. When we stand here, it changes where the paths are. Okay. So we can get stuck from the looks of it. Do they just alternate, I think? So if I head to the right, the path to the north is going to disappear, which is kind of irrelevant because the same would happen on the left. But this lets us back, and then that'll reappear. That'll reappear. Interesting stuff. Kind of have to... I'm just guessing, like I have in most of the tombs, and of course somehow that counted as getting off. Almost falling off counted as leaving and coming back. I think I may have cheesed that a bit, but there we go. We win. Got the orb. I think there might be some obelisks left, so that kind of would make sense to still be getting orbs. Kind of feel like I've done them all, but maybe not. There we go. Got the gold reward as well, the achievement. So all the tombs done. Wasn't particularly different or more difficult than previous ones, which is fine. You know, they're all roughly the same deal. Good. I mean, that's kind of us done here. We can take another route back down the mountain just out of curiosity, but at this point I'm not that curious anymore. I've got what I wanted. Could go see there. I thought there was a campfire, but it said I'd lit them all. Okay, that makes me curious. Let's head the other way back and see what we find. Or it could be that you don't have to light them all to get the gold reward, just a certain number of them. Maybe a majority or something like that. We're back in the gas field, so we're going to need to put the mask back on. And try not to get blown up by all these explosive barrels that are left lying around this volcano for some reason. Seems like a bad place for them. Can't get to him without... There we go. Let's take a bit of damage. Past that lot. Have I run past? I have. Do I want to just drop down, or kind of do? Deal with the damage. Unless it's killing me. It just kills you. Okay. Cliff too big. That has happened before, I should have realised. But yeah, not a big deal. So we want to head down a level first. And then around. Maybe down another level, but I assume we're going to find a ramp over here. Just kind of ignoring what we can. Yes, there is the ramp down. But that doesn't get us there. Or no. Okay, too early to come down. Keep going around. Here's the ramp down. There is a campfire here. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. You don't have to get them all for that progression. But yeah, it's just a fishing spot and a camp. Sure. Can we get round here? Nope. That's the fishing spot there, but not the path back home. Maybe on this level? Yes, looks more promising. Just ignore our dead body up there. Not important. Ah, but we can't go down here, can we? No, because that would have bypassed the route we took. Can we get round? Yes. Hopefully not get spotted. Didn't even see that guy in the cloud. But it looks like we've outrun him. Interesting. He must have got caught on something. They're usually a lot faster, those guys. Too early. Cool. I'm excited now. I'm going to head back to the pyramid and see what our reward is for completing all the tombs. Come down this way for the link tower. Guess fast travel to the same spot we did before and run down again. I think that's the closest. Certainly the simplest route. Yeah, definitely. See what we get. So we'll go see what this reward is, then we'll take a look at a timed chest just to show you what they're really about, what the whole point really is. I'm kind of glad to have, I don't know how I found it, randomly looking something else up that I needed to find, or some detail about something on the wiki or whatever, and it interested me, so. Because I was also considering doing a faster run on purpose in order to check them out. It turns out it's unnecessary, so. Which is nice. Either way, I would think I would have been happy with if there was a encouragement to speed run the game through those chests. I think that's kind of interesting, probably more interesting than what they really are, which is just a I guess it's a kind of speedrunning thing, but isolated. In that you can keep retrying over and over each one individually. We'll take a look at one in a bit. But first, don't accidentally get teleported by running through there. Head up here instead. All the lights are on. And the gas is still there. Okay, got the mask on, so that's fine. In we go. Will there be a puzzle or just... don't know. In we go, anyway. Loot. Some bones, sure, but there isn't usually loot in a tomb. Appears to be some kind of puzzle. In that there's closed doors. More generic loot, not anything special. All the doors are closed, but I don't have access to my weapons. Ah. Just opens for us. Good. What's this then? Burial note. This is the one-armed king or whatever? No.
Here lies the immortal king. May he never see again. For all is lost if he lays his eyes on our innocent people again.
Well, that was us. Are we not the immortal king? Sharpened spoon-like tool for the operation. Interesting. I mean, we can see, so... Another note.
Here lies the immortal king. May he never walk again. For all is lost if he strides over the earth again.
We're going to go open the tomb up. I assume we will. I'll get up that way, but we get a mana chunk from that loot. Oh, that's nice. That's included in the loot here. Is there another tablet on this side? Yeah. Gonna say something similar, I'm sure. Cut the tongue out as well. You.
Lost if he poisons the air with his lies again.
Guess all is lost then. Ah, is that? That's all the tablets around there, I guess. Bit of loot. Another one, nice. Open it up then. Empty. Yeah, okay. I mean, that makes sense on account of the zombie infection and us, I think. So nothing to do, just empty. How do we open the other doors then? Anything that way? No. Some loot up there. Don't know how we get up there. Is it just now that I've opened that? The other doors are open. Okay. Let's go poke around in these then. More chunks. I mean, at this point, are they not irrelevant? Like, we had to take the expensive portal to get here. I guess they open other rifts. That's a dead end, though. I mean, there are plenty of other rifts that need opening, I guess, so... nice to have. More and more of them. Take all the loot now. Oh, and a CPU. Cool. Also a dead end. Appear to have done them in the correct order then. Check the last. Must go to something. Something more than just there's an empty tomb here. Here we go. This looks promising. Blueprint for a Kopesh, like what the Tomb Guard have. Slashing damage, high slashing damage and power attack, higher than the axe, I think. So that replaces the fire axe. I mean, I assume that's our big reward then. A bit of lore. You know, we escaped the tomb. I think it's us. And then a Kopesh for the next item, which fitting reward for completionism, although I've done the grinding ahead of this point, so I don't really need a better cutting tool. And we've kind of been able to chop everything as well, so a better smashing tool would be more useful, because there's still things we can't smash, like a bus, for example, we can't break with our sledgehammer. The axe, there's a few trees where it's like you can't cut this, but you can wear the woodcutter's uniform and the motorcycle helmet to increase the damage. There's no equipment that increases the blunt damage in the same manner, so I'd rather have had an upgraded blunt weapon rather than a slashing one. Interesting though. And yeah, nice to have the upgraded tool. It's a fitting reward for the process. You could now start grinding the other resources out rather than doing it before this point, I suppose. Which I just got ahead of myself, I guess. Oh well. If we rest here, we can do some crafting. And make ourselves a Kopesh. Lumber and mana beads, sure. Then upgrading. Rubber and mana beads. Well, not too bad. Increases critical damage, power attack damage, and damage in general. Titanium and mana chunk, just enough titanium. Electronics and mana chunk. Okay, good that we got a bunch of chunks in there then. Mana shard. We're now increasing critical hit chance. I don't have the titanium and mana shard for the last level, which is a shame. But it's already at 95 damage. Are the trees that required 100? There might be. Not sure. Our axe is at 80, so even at not fully upgraded, it's better than that. And it's better than the sledgehammer for damage, so we should just be using it in general, I guess. Looks like I've chopped the trees here already. Let's head back to the fast travel point. And on the way. Ooh, look at that. Fancy slashing. And oh, a wave comes out in front of it, which damages trees and I guess zombies as well in a nice way. That's a very nice weapon. It's doing a lot of crits, which are doing a lot of damage. Okay. That's a very nice reward for all that, for getting all the tombs done. We really don't need these materials either, I guess, but cool. Something's missing though, an upgraded slashing and no upgraded sledgehammer. What haven't I done that might reward a better bashing? I mean, the arc. maybe the Arc Lab has got the upgraded bashing, but that's... Once you've done that, you've got no reason to grind anything else out, to do anything else. You've got all the materials you need to finish. Don't know. I wanted to look at time chests, didn't I? So I've got my checklist of things I wanted to look at. We went into the rocket launch shelter. We've checked the last region, done the tombs. So I'd like to just show a timed chest, and then we'll go to the last level of the Ark. There is a time chest near Canaveral's main base, so if we go here, they do reset when you rest. So we rest, and it's to the east and behind the building, and the route between here and there I've smashed everything down. I think I have. Maybe I haven't. So we might smash some bits down to make the route quicker, but essentially it's just a run from now. So I'm going to sprint, and we'll see. It's through the gap. Yeah, I've knocked all the building down, which makes it a much faster route. And then, there we go, we had 5 seconds to spare. And we got some useless loot. But that's what the chest is. I mean, you smash down anything in the path to make it quicker. You could equip the sweatbands and whatever else to increase your running speed so that you can run quicker. And that's it. You find each one, find the nearest point that you can rest at. So there's one down here, behind a rock. Okay. So for completionism, we need the better blunt weapon to break the rock that gets us to that timed crate. To do all the crates, we'd need to do that. Interesting. There is something more. There's one here at the gas station. So we've chopped down all the trees, we've smashed a hole in the wall. You'd rest at the nearest campfire and then run there and open it. And that's all you need to do to unlock them all. Find the nearest point. This one's up on the cliff, so you need to go through the mana rift to get there. So you need to open the mana rift. So I guess maybe the timed crates are like the last thing you would do, perhaps, just for completionism. But then the reward from them is just useless generic loot. So I don't know. It's all a bit weird. There's still this area I have no idea about. It doesn't look like there's anything important here. A few radios again for completionism. I'll work out how we get there in my free time through the wiki. I assume it's something to do with the undercrown location. But that's fine. I mean, there you go. There's an introduction to time chests. There's clearly lots of them on the map that I haven't done. I may or may not do them at some point in my life. And all the wishing wells as well. We've seen what they do. Could go do them all. There's various rifts around the place to go through, the radios to finish off. I'm not going to record all that. I'm not going to stream that. I think we've seen enough of the game in general for you to make your own mind up about whether you want to buy it and do the completionism yourself. I'm half inclined to get it done and half inclined to just leave the game after this session, so we'll see. In any case, the last thing we can look at that is pretty unique is the Ark. So let's fast travel to Frore base and go take a look inside, see what the deal is here. The grinding wasn't actually that bad. The materials needed not that big, not that difficult, the different things. I mean, quite a lot of titanium lumber, things that you needed to smelt up, but I was doing that anyway. The one that really took time was the farming one. You needed, a few hundred of each food stuff, so you had to do a bunch of farming. But no big deal. We got there. When you complete all of the computers at one location, it unlocks the next location, and then you can feed the stuff in. And then when you've done both sides, you get through to the middle, and this is new. I've not been through here.
Welcome.
Up we go. Down we go. Okay. Of course, that makes sense.
Let there be light.
Okay. There's our reward. There's the achievement for getting in. Refreshments. A throne. Okay. No one here to keep me company. Bit sad. Disco lights. Okay, sure. It's not much of a party. Food doesn't seem to have survived very well. Party's over. What's back here? can't break anything. I've not got my weapons enabled. That loudspeaker is interactable, but doesn't do anything. Changes the colour of the lights. Maybe. Okay. Defensive positions, sure. This is the lab, right. So this is not the lab. Just a random room. This is weird. Is it? It's not this island. Doesn't look like it. Unless we look this way round. Then it is this island, okay. The link towers all have red lights on apart from... Don't recognise that one. It could be the starting zone, which is green. What? Don't know what that signifies. Loot. A crystal. Bunch of titanium. No, just another crystal. Okay. I can sit here. Everything carefully placed. More mana to build extra campfires. Okay, just the lore, I guess, of our plans as the Immortal King kind of thing. I'm not sure how we got our arm back. Mana, I guess. Magic. Phone isn't ringing. That's it, I guess. The reward is a couple of mana crystals and some lore. Which isn't bad. I don't know what this signifies, the red light's the green light. Oh, maybe. In the starting area, I reset the spawns a couple times. 3 times was the maximum, and then killed everyone, reset them, killed everyone, reset them. Maybe that's to signify I've finished that region. Would there be a further reward if we fully cleared every region? Which I'm not doing. That is grinding beyond my patience. I will Google whether there is a further reward there. And then, okay, lab. So we got the key somehow. Oh, from the shelter from winning the game. There's a fabricator in here. And something in the red chest down here. A couple more crystals. What do we fabricate at this location then? Fabricators were really underused. There's only like a couple. The 2 time affecting things. A power fist. Sure. Knockback, power attack, extra obstacle, melee targets. It's for smashing stuff. That's exactly what I'd expect. But we can't craft it. I've not got the titanium or mana beads to do so. Which, okay. I'm not going to grind those up right now. I don't think. No, I'm not. I'm done with grinding in the game for a while anyway. If I finished it off, it wouldn't be this week, you know, it'd be in the future. Interesting. That's then the reward at this point, is we can fabricate the power fist, which is going to be an upgraded blunt weapon, like you know what it's going to be, as expected. Upgraded sledgehammer for more damage, which will let us break the highest level rocks and the buses and everything. But to get this, you have to have done all the grinding to unlock all this. So yeah, it opens up a few pathways to do a few time chests, and the rewards for the time chests are loot that you don't want. It's just a completionism thing, I guess. It makes it easier to do the completion, the full 100% completion, which, okay, but it's a lot of grinding beyond the story, beyond the missions, in a world that's now pretty empty, considering. I mean, yeah, we can respawn the guys, but then we kill them all again and it's pretty empty. And a lot of the buildings have been flattened to the ground, so I don't know. Maybe I've said it all along. I think pacing seems a bit off, maybe. The whole deal is a bit too grindy, maybe. I don't know. Just my personal take, I guess, in that regard. Still, not bad. It's fun, and I'm almost certain I will come back to it in order to, you know, get the Steam achievements finished, really, because 100% is doable with a bit more grinding and what have you. Not bad. Do a bit more wiki googling on the bits I haven't seen or what rewards there might be beyond this. But, you know, they're as expected, really. Completing the tablets, completing the tombs, unlocked the tools to do the real endgame grinding kind of thing. Just a few materials needed to unlock that power fist, and then we could use it to break some things down, maybe. I don't feel like we're missing anything, really, at this point. Just seeing the same things over and over again, which is fine in my free time, but not for anything more. This was just a quick 1 hour recording to wrap things up, and I feel like we have absolutely done that. So, you know, thank you everyone who has joined in this series, watched it at all, whether you were there in the live streams or you've just watched it through now on YouTube later and it's in this conclusion. It's been fun. I would recommend trying the game out for a reasonable price. I haven't tried the DLCs. I don't think I'm inclined to do so. I don't know what they would add. More regions to the map, perhaps. More tools and stuff, maybe. I don't know. But I can't see them adding anything worth doing, personally. I mean, if they're cheap, then okay, for what they add. But the enjoyment I got from the game, I don't think would be changed by adding DLC, personally. This was an enclosed experience that wasn't bad, really. Not bad at all. Little janky here and there. I've complained about plenty of little things about it, but I'll do that about any game. So for a reasonable price, I'm happy. I'm happy with what I paid during a winter sale for the enjoyment I got out of it, and potentially the completion that I might get if I grind it out in the future. In any case, it's been not bad. I hope those of you who have been watching have enjoyed the series, and do join us for other games that we play in the future, both here on YouTube and live on Twitch. Do join us in the future for more fun.